Salute black man. Salute black man. I got a video for y'all today. Uh, I stand behind my FBA brothers, right? But I'm gonna be very frank with you. No offense whatsoever, but I feel like the FBA movement is another grift. Um, it's another grift, and there's nothing that's gonna come of it. Why do I say this? Because it seems that you guys are still asking your enemy for reparations that he has no problem giving to others, but still refuses to give to you. So it seems that you feel if he gives you these reparations, you can begin to rebuild for yourselves. Um, he's not going to give you reparations. And the truth is, your FBA lineage holds very little weight. First of all, how many of you know what tribes you come from? How many of you can document your genealogy with receipts? How many of you have been so mixed up with descendants of slaves or ADOS people? I'd say the majority, but I digress. There's no way to prove for certain that you have ancestors who originated here. I'm going to go ahead and say Olmecs. If you don't have Olmec ancestors, we know for a fact that they were black people that were here first in the Americas. We know that for a fact. We have artifacts. We have facts, right? But if you don't have any way to prove that lineage, then quite frankly, you're false flagging. You false claiming. You false claiming something that's not yours. And quite frankly, the Red Indians have taken your identity. Effectively, they've successfully taken your identity as quote-unquote Native Americans. They were in on the plan from the beginning. If, let's say that your history is correct on it, right? That the whites came here, they found black people here, and these are your ancestors. The Red Indians were in on the plan. That, hey, once we're going to enslave these black people, this is what the white man told him, and y'all are going to be the Native Americans. Matter of fact, we're going to give y'all reparations. We're going to give y'all reservations. Yeah. And even though they wiped off a bunch of these Red Indians, they kind of kept their end of the bargain, because today you have these Native American reservations, and they've been given reparations. Something you have not received yet. And many of these Red Indians enslaved y'all. Had black people enslaved. Now, you have Hebrew Israelites who I've vehemently opposed this idea, claim that these Red Indians are Israelites. The furthest thing from the truth, plain stupidity, lies. Hebrew Israelites as a group are, quite frankly, a cult, a dumb group of men who know they're Israelites but don't really know much of anything else. So your history with these Red Indians is very it's not very good, and quite frankly, it seems to me that y'all were wiped off. It seems to me the Olmecs were wiped off. Any black native tribes that were here were wiped off. Y'all were wiped off. So you're all really ADOS. You're all really descendants of slaves, or a descendant of slave. That's what you are. You cannot um, you cannot claim to be a indigenous person uh, conclusively, like without a shadow of a doubt. You can't prove it. You can't. You know, I'm not hating on you. Again, I stand behind black men all over the world, wherever you are. If you a black man with black skin and woolly hair, I stand behind you. But I'm not gonna stand behind foolishness. I don't have to stand behind your ideology if it don't make no sense. Quite frankly, yeah, like I was saying, your FBA lineage not just does it not hold weight, but it's not gonna do anything for you. Your Hebrew lineage will though, because the Israelite man is about to rule as kings and priests in this coming eon, or what they call the millennium of Christ, the 1,000-year reign of Christ. The black man, the Israelite black man, is about to rule. That holds weight, my guy. Not you being a foundational black American, not even you supposedly being an Egyptian. Quite frankly, you can't be Egyptians because Egyptians are Cushitic black people, Hamitic black people. And you, American black man, FBA, whatever you want to call yourself, are a Bantu black man or a Hebrew black man. There's a difference. We're similar, but we're still different. I think I have Hebrew blood in me, but as far as I know, I'm a man of Cush. Grandfather is a Fulani man from Kaduna, Nigeria. He might be an Israelite. I think that's where it might be. But if not, I know for a fact my people reside from Sudan. My grandmother and my my grandmother and my grandfather reside in Sudan, and both of my parents are from Africa. Mother from South Sudan, father from southern Uganda, which are Sudanese people anyway. So, anyways, I didn't mean to go off on that tangent. What I'm trying to say is, you can't claim to be no Egyptian, because the Egyptians are actually still alive and well in Ethiopia right now. The Afar tribe of Ethiopia. Go look them up. These are the descendants of the ancient Egyptians. And y'all are two different people. So it seems to me like you FBA men just want to lay claim to anything you can brag or boast on. And what you should be laying claim to is your Hebrew lineage, which is literally the most important bloodline on the face of this earth. Yes, like I said, Hebrew Israelites as a group are stupid and they're a cult, and you shouldn't be a part of them. But you do not have to throw away your lineage, because at least they have that right. But now they want to include Mexicans to be Israelites, mulatto South Americans to be Israelites, you know, half Spaniard, half Native American, again Mexicans. They want to include them, which is false, because they want to sleep with their women, which is pathetic. You know, you don't have to include them into the fold. If you like other races of women, oh, but you know you're not supposed to be doing it according to your law, right? According to your law, you're not supposed to race mix. But the only way y'all figured, hey, we could just include them in the fold so we could fuck these fine ass mulatto and Mexican women. Bro, you think God don't see through your wickedness? You think God don't see through your lies, your deceit? You're pathetic. Hebrew Israelites, you're pathetic. Nathaniel Bishop, pathetic. Tazariak, pathetic. Anybody who's talking about, anybody who uses your erroneous 12 tribes chart is pathetic. Y'all will claim Esau as your brother, but claim a Hamite African man as your enemy. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. What's crazy is the majority of Israelites are in Africa today. The greatest number of Israelites are in Africa right now. From Congo to Angola, as far west as Senegal, as far south as South Africa, as far east as motherfucking me Djibouti. Now, I don't know if there are any Israelites in Djibouti, but in those surrounding lands, hell yeah. Bantu people. There are Bantus in Sudan. My best friend John, he happens to be a Bantu Sudanese person. He's an Israelite. He even has it in his looks. He has the beard and everything. Nah? Then this tether talk, this insulting your African brother. If y'all can be so offended over words, that shows me most of y'all really were raised by single mothers. That shows me how emotional y'all are. You're affected by the words that certain Africans use against y'all or use to insult y'all. These are words. The things that white people have done to y'all. Done to y'all. Come on, man. Come on. Be real. Be real. They holding... The scales are not even close. And like I left a comment in history student's video, which he has yet to respond to, Berdusky, quite frankly, the way that y'all treat Africans when they come here, the disrespect, the violence, all of that, it's nothing compared to the few words that we say about y'all behind closed doors. Our parents anyways. Because when I came here, I was just like, hey, we're all black. Cool, we got some black people over here. We're the same people. How you doing, brother? But nah, I'm literally getting, you know, chased home from school and rock stone in my at my window. My parents getting disrespected. All of this stuff, y'all trying to fight us. Like, this is a common African experience when we come over here. From y'all. We don't come over here trying to beat y'all up or fight y'all or anything. But y'all are offended about some words that go on behind closed doors. History student, you're always going to be a highly esteemed teacher for me because you're a smart man. But this FBA grift is full of it. And quite frankly, you claiming that Africans are so disrespectful to you and it's not the other way around is bullshit. The disrespect that y'all portray to us is way worse. Way worse. Because it goes to violence. Actual violence. I grew up having to fight black American men. Having to. Or they wouldn't leave me alone. No African came over here and tried to bully y'all. Bro, I see through all of you guys, right? I stand behind black men all over the world. From India to Africa to Asia to South America. Yeah, I stand behind all black men. But y'all are a grift. This FBA is a grift. You don't actually know if you are an indigenous American. You can't prove it. Furthermore, you're just in a loop. You're just going right into another a grift. That's all I can call it. It's a grift. Anybody who will take Tariq Nasheed seriously really needs to reconsider their intelligence. Because that man is a straight up pimp. Umar Johnson is a pimp too, but at least he speaks some actual truth. A lot of it. A lot of it. When it comes to teaching the truth, Umar Johnson and Tariq Nasheed are on two different levels. As in Tariq is down here, Umar's up there. But they're both pimps. I can sense the animus in you for the African man. I sense the mental slavery inside of you, respectfully. History student and all of you calling yourself FBAs, I sense it. Now, there are some people like AC Accountable Commentary, shout out to you, black man, who doesn't really get into this tether talk. He's just about black men, period. But you other guys, I can't say the same, bro. And I'm disappointed because, again, I find some of y'all to be very intelligent. Quite frankly, bro, if FBAs were to get their reparations or whatever and start building for themselves here, you don't think the same thing would happen that happened to Black Wall Street? You don't think that would happen, bro? You want to delineate and be by yourselves. Unless you have the whole of black people around the world backing you up, bro, it's gonna fail. It's gonna fail. And instead of standing on a united front with African people, who again have really done nothing to you, we've done nothing to you. You're mad about a word called akata and this and this and that. You're mad about that? But white people have actually done shit to you. But anyway, unless you have the black people all around the world supporting you, it's gonna fail. Because unlike white people who got together, put their differences aside, said, hey, we may not like each other, but we're white, and we're gonna conquer this inferior Negro race. And they did that. So instead of get together collectively as black people and say, hey, we're gonna come together as black people, African, whatever, and do the same thing, what are we doing? This delineation. FBA this, ADOS this. I'm sorry, but Umar Johnson is right. He's right about y'all. And he's right about unless black people unite worldwide, it's a wrap. But honestly, black people don't have to do anything because Jesus Christ, the black man, is about to return. Jesus Christ, the Hebrew man, the Bantu man, what they call him, right, is about to return. Put Israel as kings of the earth, as priests of the earth, and black people, the rest of black people, really black people, Negroes, that includes the Hamites and that includes the Mongoloid people of South Africa, the Khoisan, that includes them too. I don't know about those Southern Dravidians, but it might include them too because they've been oppressed. They've been, downtrodden because they're black. Christ is going to put blackness at the top. Because Israel is going to be top. Because Israel is going to be at the top inadvertently, all black people will benefit from them being at the top. And white people will come and bow and worship to black people's feet. And black people will retain all of the resources. Israel and Africa is going to have such a great relationship. All those wonderful resources in Africa. And mind you, the world is about to be restored back to its Edenic state. So all the wonderfulness in Africa, oh yeah, Israel's going to have that. Because everybody in the world has to come and bring Israel gifts. Or else rain gets withheld from their region. This is all in the scriptures. So FBA man, what I'm trying to tell you is you need to be focusing about being a Hebrew, which is what you are, rather than an FBA. FBA is not going to get you anything. This eon is almost up. I'm looking at my watch, it's almost up. We only have a few years left before this world as we know it is destroyed. And the black man Christ comes and restores this world. But with the black people at the top, with righteousness at the top, with justice at the top. White people are still going to be here. Arabs are still going to be here. Asians are still going to be here. Mulattoes are still going to be here. But they're going to worship at the feet of the black man. Not just the Israelite man, but the Hamitic black man that you hate so much for nothing. So FBA all you want to. FBA away. It's not going to do anything for you. And one day you're going to have to call us your brother. Us African Hamitic man, Cushitic man. You're going to have to call us your brother. So if we have to be not cool for now, hey, fuck it. I love you though. And you are my brother. Salute to every black man on this planet who loves black people. See y'all on the next one.